All right, get started. This one's midnight. All right, Beanie Blessings. Welcome to Blended City's Work of Art Wednesday online open mic, hosted by me, Deadpan Lucy the Bean God, and Danny Gomez. And thank you for joining us. For those who don't know, Blended City is a 501c3 nonprofit status art organization that was founded in 2017 by Nick Louise and Ashley L. Canfield. Right. If you have any questions tonight, tech related, please send Danny a DM and he will happily advise you. Our mission at Blended City is to support and connect non-traditional artists in disadvantaged communities by providing a multidisciplinary space to create. How we meet our mission is by doing this, an open mic forum dedicated for artists across various art disciplines coming together and showcasing our talents and telling our stories. Okay. We have a light list tonight, but we do have some friends that will be joining us later in the evening. But for now, we'll say let's keep our sets to 5 minutes or less for now. And if we have time, maybe we'll do a round two. Just some housekeeping notes. If you're not performing, please keep your mic off, but your video on only if you're comfortable with that. Myself and our fellow artists want to see your faces and engage with you. Unless the artist suggests having your mic on for their set, like sometimes we have stand-up comics come on and they like to have that feedback. You can just keep the mic off, please. We encourage you to take photos and videos throughout the evening and tag us, which is just Blended City, on our social media platforms, and also let us know where we can find you on Instagram, as we'll be taking some videos of you performing this evening. We want to make sure that we feature you on social media if you're comfortable with that. And yeah, just repost and share the love and community. This mic is for all mediums of art. There is no censorship when it comes to sharing our creations. However, the only rule really is you just can't be a jerk, which means no inappropriate behavior, asking for consent if you're reaching out to someone, no hate speech or bullying, just, good-minded behavior here. And if Danny and I see anything we feel is out of bounds, we are going to remove you from the Zoom space, no questions asked. Because this is a brave space and we try to keep it as safe as we possibly can. It's our responsibility as a community to continue that bravery and that safety. And if you see anything out of bounds or that might make you feel uncomfortable, please feel free to send myself or Danny a direct message and we will resolve that as quickly as possible. If you haven't pre-registered through the Google form through Blended City prior to entering the Zoom space and you would like to share or perform tonight, send Danny a message like I said and we'll get you on the list. And before we start open mic, we always do our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise, which is a focusing and grounding technique. It just helps us bring each other back into the space a little more and be more present and refocusing our senses while we're here sharing space. It helps us practice active listening, which is incredibly important. So we'll keep our mics off, but if you want to say this out loud to yourself while you're muted, please go ahead and do so. So we're just going to take a deep breath in. And release once you feel like you've held it in your chest long enough. So we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all right? It doesn't need to be overthought or anything. It's just a balancing technique. But what are 5 things you can see in front of you right now? Just 5 things you can see. Again, not overthinking, just kind of empty the brain for a minute while we're here with each other. I can see all of you. Can see my laptop case. Can see my AirPod case. See my books. Can see my Tibetan music, bongos and urns. What are 5 things we can just see that we're just present with? And what are 4 things you can touch? You can touch my laptop. can touch my elbows on top of my thighs, touch my coffee table, touch the blanket on my lap. 4 things you can touch. What are 3 things you can hear? Hear the silence in the room. You can hear the underscore Manhattan outside my window. I can hear the nasal in me still. I've been recovering from a cold. I can still hear that. What are 2 things you can smell? I can still smell my dinner. I made some vegan chorizo and potatoes and peppers earlier. Oh, I can just smell Manhattan air. I can just smell that unique smell. And what's one thing you can taste? I can still taste my dinner. Right. And just lastly, what's just one thing you feel, like emotionally? Whether it's good, bad, or in between, or whatever, just something we're feeling. I feel grateful. I'm always just very grateful to share this space with everyone. We get together once a month. Right, so that's our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 focusing and grounding exercise. Thank you for joining me in that if you did. And I'm going to post it in the chat if you want to take that with you. Just in general, you want to keep that in like your iPhone section of your notes. All right, so without further ado, we are going to get to our open mic list because that's what this is. And I will always say who's on deck. So on deck, we have Jeff Cottrell. But please welcome to the mic now, Eddie Foreman.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Beanie God. We're 2 peas in a pod. Thank you for pushing on through. Remember that we love you. All right. My name is Ed Potential, feeling fantastic. Please take the time to join my rhyme. Thoughtful Sublime. I got 2 pieces, so I won't take too much time. My first piece is a piece for Black History Month. This is called Pitch Black Unity. A mighty wise man once said he had a dream. An eternal legacy flows like a rushing stream. It's more powerful to take a large brick than to hold a gun. It shows more strength to be an iron wall than a mock sun. African American freedom fighters who are departed but not forgotten, the lively spirits leave our beating hearts less rotten. Their fearless sacrifice hasn't been tarnished or in vain. God knows they suffer from barking ignorance, whipping stupidity, and bias reign. In their last dying breaths, they never cursed, bellowed, or raised with ill will. Their heroic impact gave the hooded phantoms deep panic, fears, and chills. Our ancestors were bound in rusty, rattling, and clinging chains. Their ironclad determination helped us deal with the isolating pains. They suffered in agonizing darkness to bring us into the painless light. Some you carelessly toss away in hunger for spite. The unforeseen burns of backstabbings by ignorant whites, and even against ourselves. Yet people forgetting that book on the shelves. It's not easy being a big black ink blot on a white canvas. We're trying to get this rage and stress off our roaring chest. Fighting, shouting, killing like blind guns isn't the answer. It is spread the venomous river of hate so much faster. Hate never loves, but only exterminates and destroys. Please be mindful that we're human beings and not mindless toys. Bitter vengeance is a dish left freezing cold. Is it really satisfactory to deliver punishment sevenfold? It's easy to build instead of burning bridges. Aaron knows it's better to heal than to dig ditches. It doesn't matter if you're wet, black, or white. Let's bury the hatchet and fight the good fight. There's strength in numbers, so let's become an enormous radiant sun. Let's make our voices, struggles, and powers into one. Black History isn't supposed to be celebrated in just 1 month. Let's give ancient white bigotry one massive dynamite punch. Thank you. I got another spicy piece. This is called The Quiet Storm. There are whispers of love singing around the room. The lust continues to ring in our ears. Our embers start to dance and bloom. Our faces while fear draws near. Our captured lips greedily embrace, drinking in the soft, unadulterated passion. We were holding on to our captivated grace, our inner attraction toward a steamy transaction. Our eyes lost it in the inner crimson skies. Our hands quickly peeling off our clothes, slowly and precisely revealing our bare surprise. We're about to get ready for the naked, sexual, yet sensational shows. My manly hands caress your sweat, your sweaty, bare canvas. My fingers are playfully waltzing around. Your body is anticipating shaking into bliss, your lips soothing with sighs and old sounds. As your hungry mouth starts to consume my hardness, I can feel my nerves crying out in ecstasy, a feeling so overpowering I couldn't resist. I surrendered myself to intense pleasure that you were giving me. The sensation intensifies as I ran my burning tongue across your plump abyss, really detecting and attacking your sensitive spots. Your mind is engulfed in the frequent bleak splits. Our bodies felt hot, even while the boredom of the mundane seems to rot. My hardness penetrates past your, sorry, my hardness penetrates your pink, moist haven, slowly penetrating inch by inch deeper inside of you. Our electrifying nerves trespass over again. Your pink walls twitch and clench while sticking to me like honey or glue. My hands grasp your soft, frisky hips, moving to a wild rhythm. We felt the bed bumping and thumping. Our lungs took spontaneous dips in the boiling sanctum. Our swelling veins wouldn't stop jumping and pumping. We felt the burning and rippling sensation go up our spines. Our inner fireballs are breaching our souls. Our hungry bodies are becoming aligned. We can feel the stimulation making us whole. Our minds had images of silky white. Our love flowed through our veins like water. It was our clear yet steamy sight. Our desires burned hotter, and hotter. Our bodies were numb for our climax. Our whole bodies engulfed in the pressure. Our hearts suffering from blissful heart attacks. The pleasure coming moons of measures. Our bodies were weak and sweaty, but we weren't done. Our bodies clinging each other for dear life. Here come a second blazing sun. Our bodies move and groove with all our might. My hardness quickly brought down the lightning. Our lungs gasped in the fast-pacing delight. We felt the rainstorm surging our bodies with great heightening. The energy exploded with a hint of crimson through the night. Our bodies spread out across the bed. Our hands are grasping the pillows and sheets. The covers hide our sleepy heads. The sunlight tasted so warm and sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eddie. Always happy to have you with us in the space. And happy Black History Month, everyone. We have leap year, so we get an extra day of Black History Month. So thank you. Thank you for your art and sharing space with us. And Eddie can drop in the chat where you can find him online and all the great things he does for our community. Thank you, Eddie. We appreciate you. All right. So I think unless anyone else in the Danny, are you gonna share anything tonight?
I would love to go, just not right now, just because I'm
Oh yeah, not
uploading some
right now.
stuff
I just
for
meant.
Blended
Oh yeah,
City.
no, not right now. I just meant in
Yeah,
general. Are you
I
gonna
want
go?
to share
Oh,
a
okay.
monologue. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I
So
would love
you'll.
to share like a monologue. It's not something.
Huh? No, no,
Sorry,
I'm
it's
saying.
it's not it's not something I wrote. It's just something I want to play with.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, so Danny will go last in the first round. I'm gonna go. I'm on deck, so I'm gonna go on deck. If anyone in the room would like to perform in this first round, we'll do 2 rounds tonight, and you haven't been added to the list, just let us know and we'll get you on there. So I'm on deck, but we're coming up to the mic now, and he's coming to New York City Pride, and I'm really excited to see him. I haven't seen him since, well, American Thanksgiving when I went across the border. But I'm so excited to get to take him around for New York City Pride in a couple months. So please welcome to the mic, Jeff Quattro.
Thank you. So yes, looking forward to seeing New York again. For my first one, this is just a little flash fiction I wrote for a workshop, which Deadpan Lizzie has attended actually. So the prompt was a short mystery with a twist. So I called this The Twist. And nobody, I mean nobody, is leaving this room until I solve this mystery, said Jasper Holmgreat, the world-famous detective, as he paced across the living room before the suspect sitting on the Chesterfield. We know for a fact that it was in this room where the disappearance occurred. We know for a fact that you three, William, Chubby Checker, and Agatha, were the only people in this room when the disappearance occurred. And now the question is, which of you is responsible? The suspects, William, Agatha, and the 82-year-old legendary rock and roll pioneer Chubby Checker looked at each other in confusion. Agatha looked back at Jasper Holmgreat and asked, "And who is it again that disappeared?" "Not who, my friend," snapped the famous detective, clasping his hands together. "Not who, indeed, but what? I am trying to solve the disappearance of my masking tape." Your masking tape?" asked William. "My masking tape," responded Jasper Holmgreat, pausing emphatically between each word with a suspicious leer at the suspects. "I needed it to fix the dryer downstairs. I've got 3 baskets of washed clothes and nothing to wear to the world-famous detective convention this weekend. If I don't wear something snappy, Benoit Blanc is going to have a field day with the mockery." The detective gazed at the suspects again with an accusing demeanor. "Just a roll of masked tape?" asked Agatha. "That's it?" "I know I left it on the fireplace mantel right here," Jasper Holmgreat continued. "And when the dryer broke down, I came back to get it." Mr. Holmgreat," said Chubby Checker, raising his head. "Don't interrupt me," the detective snapped at the iconic singer. "I came back to get it, and it was gone. Gone. Vanished like the snow in spring." "Mr. Holmgreat," repeated Chubby Checker. "Let me finish." "And I looked around the room, and the only ones here were you lot. And now, by using my world-renowned powers of logic and deduction, I am going to find out—" "Mr. Holmgreat, I got your tape. It's here." Everybody stared at Chubby Checker, who was holding a roll of masking tape. "So it's you!" Jasper Holmgreat sneered in triumph. "Why did you take my masking tape?" "Oh, I just wanted to make labels for my gold records," said Chubby Checker. He held up an old gold disc of his 1960 classic, The Twist. In the center was a strip of masking tape on which was written in magic marker, "Do not steal. Belongs to Chubby." "Oh," said the detective, who seemed vaguely disappointed. "Well," said William, stretching his arms, "now that mystery's over, let's do the twist." "Yeah," shouted Agatha, "let's party down." "But I can't play this record," said Chubby Checker. "It's just an award." "Not a problem," said Agatha, who found the song on her cell phone. The 3 former suspects laughed and twisted away for hours as Jasper Holmgreat went downstairs to fix the dryer. So that's the twist, and if I have time for a shorter poem too, this is called, I don't think I've done this one here before. This is called Lazy Book Reports. The best part in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is when the monster cries, "I am Frankenstein!" And then he goes and kills and eats everybody because he's pure evil. The best part in Bram Stoker's Dracula is when the vampire says, "Bleh, bleh, I want to suck your blood." And then he goes and sparkles all over the place and counts everything he sees. The best part in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice is when the mother says to her daughter, "Rich men always want to get married." And then the daughter goes and marries that guy because he's so rich and handsome. The best part in William Shakespeare's Hamlet is when the prince holds up the skull and proclaims, "To be or not to be." And then he goes and gets shit done because he's a badass who gets results. The best part in T.S. Eliot's The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is when the guy sings his beautiful love song, and then all the women come and go, and he just can't get away from them because he's a hot stud full of mojo. The best part in Bernard Shaw's Man and Superman is when Superman swoops down and saves the man from General Zod, and then everybody cheers because it's so exciting. No talk, all heart-stopping action. The best part in Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-5 is that awesome callback to Slaughterhouse-3, which was the best one in the series because it had all those cool battle scenes and heroes who kick ass and say, "That's the way it goes." The best part in Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire is when the dude runs out and screams, "Stella, Stella, I love you, Stella." And then she goes and gives him a smooch, and it's all so sweet and romantic. The best part in Charles Dickens' David Copperfield is when the man calls out to the crowd, "I am the hero of my own life." And then he goes and does more cool magic tricks, and all the orphans cheer and cry, "I want some more." The best part in William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is when the girl stands on the balcony and calls, "Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?" And then he goes and jumps out and says, "Here I am." And they live happily ever after forever. The best part in Bernard Shaw's Pygmalion is when the flower girl dances and sings, "The Rhine and spine sties mindly in the plane." And then she goes and falls in love with the professor because they're so perfect for each other. And the best part in Sesame Street's the monster at the end of this book is when a big scary monster eats Grover at the end. So that was called Lazy Book Reports. My name is Jeff. Hope you like that.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, Kurt Vonnegut. Waterhouse.
He's my hero.
No, he's wonderful. I love many of those you mentioned. It's too bad you won't be here in April because every year I stage manage a Shakespeare sonnet slam on his birthday, and
Oh, that'd be
we
fun. Yeah.
yeah, it's free. So if anyone is in New York City, produced by Wilford Pictures by my friend Melinda Hall. We read all of his sonnets, so all 154. And you don't have to be a poet or professional performer. It's for all abilities, and you don't have to memorize it. We give you the paper then. It's really lovely. It's just community coming together just to celebrate Shakespeare's birthday and read his sonnets. He just wrote 154 sonnets, and he stopped after that. And it's really lovely. But Jeff will be here in June. I'm not ready for Pride. You might want to take a nap. Pride is intense here.
So
Like,
we might have to celebrate shame then if you're not ready for Pride. Right.
yes, shame. Oh, well, that's part of it. But no, Pride is fun in New York City. It's just I always get sunburnt because I forget to reapply. I know I should know, but I just forget. But we'll have fun. We will have a lot of fun. So follow Jeff. He put his stuff in the chat. Jeff Cottrell 73 on IG, and he has wonderful books out. Hate Story, which I'm the proud owner of. It's on my coffee table. Yep, it's on my coffee
Am I reading the
table.
copy?
Yes, that's his copy. He does a lot of book fairs, so you might be able to get a signed one from him when he travels. I'm sure he'll bring some with him to New
And there was
York.
a copy of Hate Story at the Pickle Books or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Sweet Pickle book.
Unless somebody's
Which
bought it already, but
I don't know. We can
it's
go check.
possible.
Yes, but if it's not in Sweet Pickle Books and someone's the proud owner of it, and if not, someone will be the proud owner. They're at 47 Orchard Street on Lower Side of Manhattan. It's my favorite bookstore. They support small businesses. It's really cute. You trade books for pickles, and they're really good pickles. Like, honestly, like if you like pickles, they all have different types of pickles, and it's just really cute. There's like a stuffed sheep that kind of sits outside. It's cute. And it's a nice small business, and you're supporting a local bookstore, and that's the important thing. But yeah, connect with Jeff. If you're in New York, connect with him in real life. And yeah, you can come hang out at Pride with us, which will be it'll be fun. I'll show Jeff Stonewall. We'll do the tour. We'll do Julius's and Stonewall and all the fun stuff. So thank you, Jeff. And then Martin joined us, so welcome, Martin. Martin's gonna go last in our first round. So Danny's on deck. I think he's gonna do a monologue, and then I'm gonna read. Yes, I do still write. I don't perform as often anymore, but of course write every day. And so I wrote a prose recently. It's called A Messy Love Letter. I walked past our sanctuary on my way to healing. Our fellow scribes leave their words on the walls like we left ours. I do not feel anger when I stride by the poet's temple anymore. But when I jolt past the diner, I always miss you. I reflect on why your name out of the 4 characters in the title of the show always faces me. I think about how in the time it takes to grow a child, we aborted our relationship. A choice I must live with. I did not make that decision fair for you. But with deflection and deception, I let my trauma escalate. I did the best I could with the responsibility. I'm not proud, but I am human. I think about our quiet moments. Even when you were not there, I would rub my hands up against the Egyptian cotton, close my eyes, and read you. I'm sorry I ended it like a pugilist. but I do not regret it took me this long to forgive you. I do miss you, and I always will love you, but I'm too scared to trust you. You are my phantom pain, and I am yours. And I wish every day my words were enough for you, but they were not until we had dissolved. Some may call it trauma porn. I simply call it a messy love letter, a jigsaw puzzle that never ends, a marathon I could not finish. You saved my life, but I could not save you. And that's my prose, a messy love letter that I wrote. I wrote it recently, just on my way to therapy, actually. It ran through my head and then I wrote it down in my Word document after. And thank you for letting me share that with y'all. And we'll do a round two because we're an intimate crowd tonight. So on deck we have Martin Parker, but please welcome now our wonderful co-host Danny Gomez.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Yes, thank you for the introduction, Elizabeth. Yes, my name is Danny Gomez, and I'm going to do a short monologue from Oscar's monologue from Sweat by Lynn Nottage. It was something I came across in high school, and I think it carried it with me. Just because I don't really, and it's like the same old tale. It's like trying to find things that speak to me and resonate with me was really hard just as a performer, and like knowing that, and knowing in a beautiful way that like things that have resonated with me have come from me, but it has to start from somewhere. And for me it started with reading, and that was a journey in itself, and then finding things that actually work with who I am and material that really resonated with me. And I came across the Nottage's Sweat, and I I think about just so many people I know through this, and I think it's changed. It's been a ever-changing monologue for me. I know when I was doing it in high school, it was very different than the way I see it now and the way like I tap into it. But yeah, just want to play around with it, and I haven't touched this in a while, so just wanted to see what I can do with it. Who told you I crossed the picket line? Okay. They were hiring part-time temps to replace some of the locked out workers. I can pick a couple hours in the mornings and maybe get a full shift. Yeah, yeah, and that's right. And you want to know why? Well, they're offering me $11 an hour, and I know what you're thinking, that $11 is going to come out of the pockets of a lot of good people. I'm sorry about that, but it ain't my problem. I've been trying to get into that shop for 2 years, and each time I ask any of them, I get nothing but pushback. So now I'm willing to be a little flexible, and they ain't. I ain't got no choice. You gonna give me a raise? Huh? I didn't think so. They're offering me $3 more per hour than I make here. $3. What they're offering is better than anything I've touched since I got out of high school. So I ain't afraid to cross the line, let them puff up their chest. But it don't scare me no more than walking through my hood. I know rough. I ain't afraid to roll in the dirt. They don't come into my house and water my plants. I don't know why the fuck you're coming at me this way. I'm just trying to get paid, that's all. Aren't we all? $3 years. I've been carrying nothing but crates. I've got $20 bills taped to my wall and a drawer full of motivational tapes. Got a jar of Buena Suerte from the Botanica and a candle that I keep lit 24/7. I keep asking for some good fortune. That's it. A little bit of money. That's it. My father father, he swept up the floor in a factory like Olstead's. And those fuckers wouldn't even give him a union card. But every morning he woke up at 4 in the morning because he wanted a job in the steel factory. It was the American way. So he swept fucking floors thinking one day they'll let me in. I know how he feels. People come in here every day. They brush by me without seeing me. No hello, Oscar. Never. So if they don't see me, I don't need to see them.
Oh, it was beautiful, Danny. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love Lynn Nowditch. She's a very powerful writer, one of the best of our generations of American playwrights, and it's such a powerful play. If you're not familiar with it, friends, I do highly recommend you read it or go watch it at the Lincoln Center archives. It's certainly an important piece to take in. So thank you, Danny, for sharing that with us. It was a beautiful interpretation. All right.
All right. I guess we are going into our intermission.
Oh, well, we have one more artist before
Right.
we do our icebreaker. He joined us, so what Danny has another, we have our little intermission game that we'll do, but before we do that, we have one last artist in the first round, and then we'll do the game, and then we'll do a last round. But please welcome now, Park Quillian, also my friend Martin Parker. Welcome. Be a blessing.
Thank you so much, Lizzie.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah. I know I don't come around as often anymore,
No
but I'm
problem.
always happy to share space with you.
I totally understand that. Yeah. I thought I'd share a couple of short poems. Thing about this week that for some reason have to do with dance. I'm not a big dancer. I haven't danced a lot since I fell in love with a woman in college who has spina bifida, so it's hard for her to dance. But this is a couple poems that have just happened to reference dance. This first one is called Brutal Dance. My second cousin was supposed to be a swan, but failed to appear on the shore of the lake. Felt too much pain from a rehearsal break to swirl around the stage. We met for a moment when the music had ceased, in the depths of the center named for a saint whose giant head is blurred by a stain as he left this earth too soon. And that's about meeting my second cousin, Janie Parker, who was actually a principal in the Houston Ballet for a while. And we didn't get to see her dance because she broke her rib the night before in practice. I remember an article I saw in childhood that ranked athletic pursuits by amount of danger to the person. And ballet beat out pro football, American football.
Yeah, no, actually, the Houston Ballet is one of the best companies in the world, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
Yeah. So I have another one here that's written a while ago called Three Flowers. 3 flowers danced in the rain, all on a field of stones filled with wisdom, laughing and forming a ring, sharing parts of their lives and some of the ways the wind had moved them. 2 of them talked about leaves. 2 others, the kind of selves they soon discovered they had in common. The 3rd pair recalled kindred souls. When night fell, so did one flower. Sadly, one of its leaves was broken. One flower was there with care to hold the trembling plant, another to lend a touch of comfort and give the sad one hope. Three flowers soon had to part, but their roots had entwined and would always remember the feelings that they had shared. And thank you very much.
Oh, always beautiful, Martin. Thank you for sharing always. If you haven't heard Martin's elegies, by the way, they're quite lovely. So you can catch them here or other platforms. And he has a company where you can buy his word art and calligraphy. And I'm not using it right now, but he has really cute mugs with different animals that make up like different languages. I have an elephant mug and like in over 200 languages it says elephant, and it's beautiful. I'm not using it right now because it's in the dishwasher, but yeah, his unicorns and I think koala bears.
Yes,
Right? And then he does holiday ones, like I've seen the Valentine's Day one.
The word for koala is the koala image is the word for koala in native Australian languages.
Oh, cool.
And then you can see my wave behind me. Maybe it's the word for wave in languages from around the world. And I just finished Dragon for the Lunar New Year, so check that out. Yeah,
he's always creating new stuff. He's in many anthologies. I love the wave. That's his background usually. The koala is really cute. I remember when he posted the koala. They're all really cute. And for Pride, you get a unicorn one for Pride coming up, or the elephant one, or it was the Lunar New Year for drag, but it works for everything, right? I always smile when I use my elephant one, which just makes me happy. So thank you, Martin. We will, I'm sure we'll hear more from Martin later tonight. And we'll do a round two. And if you didn't perform in the first round and you might be itching from the second, just let Danny know and he'll add you to the list. And if you performed in the first round and you don't want to perform the second round, that's also totally fine. But yeah, Danny, so we brought a game element last month when we came back, and we're gonna do it again. Bless you. Beanie, bless you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And Danny has a fun game for us to play, and you can unmute. We'll do like a popcorn kind of game. And you don't have to play either, but only if you want to. But yeah, so Danny will tell us what he's got cooked up for us.
Okay, great. So I have been doing a residency for The Lion King, and The Lion King has been in my head, and I can't get out of it. So in honor of The Lion King, I want to just pass out this question, and I want to know what if you were an animal, right? What would you be and why? If you want, I could start first, to give everyone some time to think about their animal. I would say if I were an animal, I would be a snake. There's a connection to this because I have done the Harry Potter Hogwarts house thing, and I found out that I'm a Slytherin snake. So, and also like snakes are like, yeah, I don't like snakes look scary and stuff, but they're really like cool. They're really fast. Um, and yeah, they're really fast. And I think that if you don't bother them, I think they're pretty cool people. And I like that they're always changing. They're kind of like always like shedding off like skin, like old baggage. So I like that. The fact that you're evolving as a human being. So yeah, that would be me. My name is Danny Gomez, and I'm a snake.
I like that. I never thought of it like that before. They're shedding their baggage. I like that though.
Great. We can popcorn it from here. I'm going to pass it off to my co-host, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I love these icebreakers because we do similar things at my gym. We'll do like our warm up, and then we'll do a pronoun check-in, and only if you want to share your pronouns, and then we do like similar like icebreaker. Like one like last weekend was what would your porn star name be? And it was really funny. We're all like, and the joke was like you can't do like what it would be like if you were a stripper, like the street name and like your pet or something. I think I actually said mine would be Deadpan Lizzie the Beanie God just as a joke, and like everyone thought it was funny. Um, if we were, but we've done animals at the gym, as our check-in game. Well, my Harry Potter house, my Hogwarts house is a Hufflepuff. I've taken the quiz a couple times. I've worked on Puff the Play, so I'm a Badger, I guess, if we're like doing the Harry Potter track. But like, I don't know. I feel like because I'm trying to think if would I be a cold-blooded animal or warm-blooded animal or even a mammal. It's like you can go so deep with it. I don't know. I feel like I just because I'm like I was thinking about the koala. I know like koalas aren't supposed to be like that nice, but like they're very deadpan. So, like maybe I'd be a koala. We'll go with the koala theme. Why not? So yeah, I guess I'd be a koala or a badger. I don't know. All right, so I popcorn someone now. I'll popcorn Eddie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to say I will be a monkey because my favorite top cakes is monkey bread. I love banana, banana, banana bread, and they're always fun. And actually, in some parts of United States, they're actually very smart. They actually exchange if they grab your glasses, you can't get them back if you exchange for them for food.
I did know that if they like take something off your person, that like they actually won't like they'll fight you to give them back. I did know
I had no idea. Now I'm gonna make it my mission to interact with the
that.
monkey
Yeah,
with a rod somewhere, somewhere
like if
tropical.
you go to the like if you go to the Bronx Zoo, because they're in like you can do they used to be able to do this. I don't know if you can, but like whatever species of the monkey it is, like the little what are the little cute monkeys called? Like they're literally little and
Oh,
they kind
spider
of like
monkeys?
yeah, I think that's what they're called. I think you can put like I don't know what it'd be like a form of kibble, I guess. We'll call it like monkey kibble. I don't know if that's like what it's called, but they like they're monkey kibble. And like you can put it in a can, like you know, if when you were a kid, you play like with the string in the can up to your ear, and like they get it through there so that like it's safer. Because like otherwise they would like take my beanie or my glasses or like the 10 piercings I have on my face, which would like really hurt. Yeah. Thank you, Eddie.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Well, I'm gonna pass it on to Jeff.
So this is like, what animal would I be? So I guess my first instinct would be dog because I love dogs. But then again, dogs do some pretty gross things, and I don't think I'd want to do them. But then again, if I were a dog, I'd want to. So it's very strange that way. Um,
All breathing things do gross things.
that is true. That's true. I mean, we probably do things that would be gross to other animals, and cats look down on us saying, "Oh, these, yeah." What type of dog breed would I be? Oh, beagles are a lot of fun, I think. Beagles, I love baby golden retrievers too. So I think I'd want to be a puppy. Like I wouldn't want to grow up. I just want to be a puppy.
You want to be a senior dog? No, you don't want to be a senior dog. You want to be a puppy,
Junior dog.
a junior dog. Yeah, all I can see is a beagle. My parents have a beagle mix. I'm gonna go see him
Mhm.
this weekend. Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna be specific and say like the rabbit from Spamalot because you have the little stuffed animal in your
Oh,
apartment.
that's right. I showed you that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I thought
wonder
you
if
were
they
gonna say that.
I wonder if they
Hmm.
sell that at the current Broadway remount.
I'm sure they do. I can go check next
Because I
time.
got that at the I got that in London at the original London production.
Oh yeah, you showed me. It's cute. I can go check next time. My gym's in Midtown, and I can go check. It's not far from the St. James, so they probably do. I can't imagine like with all the merch they have. I imagine they have those. So,
Yeah.
so Jeff's a puppy, a beagle puppy. Oh, that's cute. All right, so Jeff Popcorn's someone now.
Oh, is there anybody else here I know?
You know, Martin.
Okay, Martin, I popcorn you.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to hear you again after a while. Oh, as a kid, I always liked dolphins, but I really don't like to swim that much, so I'm not sure I want to stick with that. Another thing I always liked as a kid, animal I always liked as a kid, and as a result, people gave me a bunch of figurines which I have lying around here. Is the owl. I always had the image of uh, owl being a thinker, although I hear in reality they're not really that smart. But they stay in the background and they fly silently around, sort of overseers, looking over everything. Uh, so that's kind of the animal I've always identified with for some reason.
That's cool. Owls. Do you have owl merch?
Yeah, I have a snowy owl.
Okay. Is that what Hedwig is? The snowy owl?
I think so. Yeah, it's
The white
white
owl?
owl. Yeah, it's interesting. The
Is it the same?
females have black markings on their feathers, so it was easy to make a image of a female snowy owl.
Oh, is
But
Hedwig female?
no, I think Hedwig is
Oh,
maybe a
oh,
male.
okay.
Is why
Oh,
he
okay.
is more white than a female would be, and it'd be harder to make an image. But yeah, I used the words for snowy owl in the areas where the snowy owl lives, up in the far north Arctic, and I've got a lot more of those than I expected to be able to do. But also learned that the snowy owl, unlike other owls, does not hunt at night because he's out in the open over the snow and tundra. He's looking down around during the day.
That's cool. Yeah, because they're
Maybe I'll read my poem about the snowy owl I wrote recently.
yeah,
In a
definitely.
second.
Yeah, because I think owls tend to be nocturnal, right?
Yeah, most owls are nocturnal, but the snowy owl is not because it'd be too hard for him to see his prey in the nighttime.
Okay. How about that, Danny? Look, I found my Joan Didion book has snake on it.
Cool.
I think Danny said he was a snake, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, not an owl. Sorry. I was looking at my coffee table and I realized my Joan Didion collection has snake on it.
Lays it lays.
On top of my Lassie. I have so many books just on my coffee table right now. I have my Lassie book, Radical, I have my books. Yeah. I like all those animal choices for us.
I remember doing like oh, I don't know if you've ever I'm sure you have. You read the On Keeping a Notebook with Joanne Didion. I remember her name because I did like a whole sort of like version of On Keeping a Notebook in high school. They made us do like an assignment for it, so it immediately struck my mind. I'm like, oh, I remember that author.
Oh yeah, no. Joan Didion's she's one of my favorite authors, but she's one of the most in my opinion, she's one of the most incredible female writers, American writers that did write Democracy and oh my God, Notebook, so many others, novels and plays, monologues. Such a beautiful writer. I'm glad you didn't choose Dolphin, by the way, Martin, because I found out when I was doing spoken word in Charlotte, North Carolina, one of the poets told me that apparently dolphins are like really abusive to their like I don't know what you call like dolphin babies, but like they're dolphin babies. Like apparently they like abuse them. And I was like, oh, dolphins like aren't so sweet. So I'm glad he didn't choose a dolphin. But owls are like very majestic.
Yeah, I've heard they like to gang up on their prey too and play with them and torture them.
Yeah, I didn't know that because like when I
Just
think
heard
of
that recently.
dolphins, Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, because I think the dolphins, like, you like go swimming with the dolphins and like they kiss your nose and stuff. And then they're like, no, dolphins are like really abusive. I'm like, oh, like that's horrible. Oh,
Then there's the
no, I
latest
like it.
orca news.
Yeah.
Orcas have been harassing humans because they're getting pissed off at them.
Can you blame them though? We're pretty
Exactly.
intolerable. We're pretty intolerable. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, we don't do a very good job taking care of the earth. We don't do a very good job taking care of the oceans, which are their homes. So like, yeah, like we have it coming a little bit. We do. I don't know. I'm like okay with giving like orcas consent to like hurt humans. I guess. I guess it's just me. It might be an unpopular opinion, but yeah. All right. Well, then that's a fun game, and Danny will always have. We'll have some more games each month. They're fun. But thanks, Danny.
I'm just one small thing about this dolphin stuff. I'm not sure if this is true, but I've heard about like some dolphins eating their babies as a form of like a
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
they do that. Like they eat their babies and like abuse them and like, isn't that cool? Yeah, like it's called like dolphin safe tuna, but like it's not safe. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what's
Yeah, we're
happening. That's
starting
really
to.
what's happening. Huh?
I'm sorry, we're
Sorry,
starting to
what did
learn more about certain sea creatures, what they do, because we can finally see where they go. We didn't know where certain. There's still certain sea creatures we don't know where they go to mate because we can't get there. You don't know how to
Yeah,
follow them.
no, they didn't show that part in The Little Mermaid. Like what
Yeah,
happens under
exactly.
the sea. They under the sea, the really dark version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. We will do a round two. We'll keep it to like I think 3 minutes for each artist if you want to share. You don't have to share again. But we'll do Eddie and then Jeff and then Martin and then me and then if Danny wants to share and then we'll do the beanie blessing and announcements and then we'll wrap up for the evening. But it's been lovely. All right, so on deck is Jeff, but welcome back to the mic now, Eddie.
Thank you, our wonderful koala, aka Beanie God. All right. I got one piece. This is called I Have a Dream. I have a dream we can love each other. I have a dream we can respect each other. I have a dream we can understand each other. I have a dream we can support each other. I have a dream we can educate each other. I have a dream we can treasure each other. I have a dream we can guide each other. I have a dream we can inspire each other. I have a dream we can hold each other. I have a dream we can empower each other. I have a dream we can shelter each other. I have a dream we can feed each other. I have a dream we can protect each other. I have a dream we can strengthen each other. I have a dream we could heal each other. I have a dream we can nurture each other. I have a dream we can radiate with each other. I have a dream we can lift up each other. I have a dream we can celebrate each other. I have a dream we can prosper with each other. I have a dream we can free each other. I have a dream we can live in harmony with each other. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. Thank you.
Aw, thank you, Eddie. Lovely prose about humanity, right? And take care of each other. All right. Thank you so much, Eddie. Always good to see you. All right. On deck, we have Martin, but please welcome back, Jeff.
Hey, I don't know if I've done this one at this event before, but I'm doing it again now if I have. It's called Safety Instructions. Congratulations on your purchase of the new Darwina 2024 microwave oven. Your Darwina microwave oven will provide first-rate microwave cookery for you and your family for years to come. Before you begin operating your Darwina microwave oven, please read the following safety instructions in order to maximize your continuing satisfaction with our product. Do not operate your Darwina microwave oven if the door cannot close properly or if it is bent in any way. Do not use if the hinges or latches are broken. Do not stand in front of the Darwina microwave oven for a long period of time, as this has been known to cause tumors. Do not leave an operating Darwina microwave oven unattended. Do not use a brown paper bag to cook popcorn, as this creates a risk of fire. Do not put your face or any other body part inside your Darwina microwave oven while it is operating. Do not bring your Darwina microwave oven into the shower or bathtub with you. Do not lift your Darwina microwave oven in the air and strike it upon your head repeatedly. This has been known to cause injury. Do not stand under a falling Darwina microwave oven after it has been dropped from a tall building. Do not place your Darwina microwave oven in a catapult and then have someone release the catapult while you are standing within the oven's flight path. This can be rather dangerous. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven as an ear piercing tool or for home dentistry. Do not play catch with your Darwina microwave oven. Do not attempt to fit your Darwina microwave oven fully into your mouth or any other bodily orifice. Please do not fill your Darwina microwave oven with explosives and then detonate them while you are within 1 meter of the oven and eating a deli stick. Do not hold your Darwina microwave oven while jumping off a high cliff and trying to fly. Do not hold your Darwina microwave oven while running into an operating airplane propeller. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven to help jam scissors into your crotch. Do not walk with your Darwina microwave oven late at night on random side streets in downtown Detroit. Do not attempt to tweak the noise of a wild grizzly bear while in the vicinity of your Darwina microwave oven. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven as a masturbatory aid. This is not necessarily dangerous, but it is a little weird. Do not attempt to operate your Darwina microwave oven while tied to a railroad track, dangling from a skyscraper, running through enemy fire across a battlefield, sticking your head out the window of a moving vehicle, playing Russian roulette, waving raw meat in front of a charging bull, diving into an empty swimming pool, eating Drano, drinking arsenic, horsing around in a room full of industrial machinery, or smoking. Do not attempt to operate your Darwina microwave oven while pulling the trigger of a pistol, only to find that the pistol appears to be out of bullets, and then, out of puzzlement and curiosity, peering down the barrel of said pistol while pulling the trigger again. Thank you for taking the time to read the safety instructions for your new Darwina 2024 microwave oven. Every one of these safety instructions was created as a result of numerous tests involving a multitude of live human and animal subjects, many of whom were orphans, kittens, and adorable doe-eyed little bunnies. So that was an oldie called safety instructions.
Very funny. You know, when I went and got my earrings replaced and my septum taken out the other day, because if I want to be a senator one day, I got to remove maybe like one piercing on my face. They didn't remove it with a Darwina microwave oven.
Mm.
That's fine. I don't, well, but when you were reading the whole time, I kept thinking of, remember Easy Bake ovens?
Yeah, vaguely,
The
yeah.
little toys. They were like the toys,
Yeah.
and you made like the kind of like crummy, not like crummy, but like the little cakeys, like for kids. I guess they probably still exist. I don't know. Like maybe you can get them on eBay or something. I kept thinking of that when you were reading that the whole time. Easy Bake ovens. That's very funny.
Apparently those were safe for children. Or were they?
I mean, I
I
had
was-
one, and I don't remember it being like detrimental. Because it's just like a battery. It's just like a little light bulb battery with like
Mm.
maybe the batter wasn't safe. I don't know. What is safe? Even like I mean, even Barbie doll feet are not that safe because they're like pointy.
That's true, yeah. New murder weapon.
Everything's a weapon.
Yeah, if I always wanted an East Bake oven, but my parents wouldn't get me one.
Oh, I'm sure you can like get it on Amazon or like eBay
Well,
or
I just as soon use a real oven now.
I know, but like yeah, but it's not the same like to make. So like the fun of like I guess it's like whatever because it was like a light bulb, right? Like a little
Yep.
light bulb that would cook the cake for like I don't know 5 minutes, however long
Yeah.
it took. But it was probably like whatever was in the light bulb, whatever like chemical was in the light bulb that probably made it like really unsafe.
Yeah, could be.
Probably not like halogen. Like I don't think does this even exist anymore, halogen light bulbs? Because those aren't safe, right?
I don't remember. halogens were more recent, but they're older than several other new ones. I've lost track of which is the right one to get anymore, even.
I don't know. My super changed the light bulb for me the other day, but I don't think it was halogen. I think it was like LED, whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the newest ones, I think.
Yeah. Everything's like, I don't know, we don't use, I mean, I have a couple lamps in my apartment, but like everything's like solar powered and everything these days. I don't think about it. And like USB, like someone was talking about batteries the other day, and I'm like, I can't remember the last time I used a battery for like anything because you just like plug it in. Oh no, I love that. It's
Yeah, I
very
had to
clever,
throw
Jesse.
had to throw out some batteries because they rotted it inside of my old CD
Yeah.
player the other day.
Well, the reason the battery came up the other day was I was bartending and at a theater, and the stage manager was like, "Oh, we have to like get rid of these batteries because they were dead. I guess they were dead." And I threw them away. And she's like, "Oh, you can't throw them away because like
Yeah.
they'll leak into the trash can and the acid. You're supposed to like recycle them specifically, apparently. Apparently there's like in Union Square, you take like they compost batteries, I guess, it's better for the
Well,
environment.
they send them to a third world country where people who are not paid very much take them apart and neutralize them and stuff. It's pretty
Okay.
creepy
Yeah.
how that all works too, but at
Yeah,
least it's
no.
better than throwing them in the landscape.
I
Landfill.
guess, yeah. I don't use batteries that often. So like I
Yeah.
guess next time I do, I'll bring them to Union Square to compost them to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want
Yeah, it's
with
supposed to be
that.
better than putting them in the trash. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It pissed the stage manager off. She's like, don't throw them in the trash. I'm like, what else do you want me to do with them? They're dead. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, why are you handing me dead batteries? Like, throw them in the trash. No. I have all the people, like the bartender. Why are you handing a bartender like dead batteries? What are they gonna make? Acid, vodka and acid, battery acid. Anyway, thank you, Jeff. And so we will do Martin is gonna go next, and then I'll close out, and then we'll do the beanie blessing, and we'll go on our way.
Cool. I have two really short ones and a slightly longer one. I said I'd do the one I wrote recently about the snowy owl from a prompt. This is called Song of the Snowy Owl. The owl floats above the snow to scan for signs of life below. And like its kin, it flies by day while wandering around to hunt for prey. Across the Arctic tundra waste in search of creatures to its taste, like lemmings heading for a fall. And I wonder if we'll survive at all. And this is one of my shorter elegies. This is called Laughter Lifting Through the Tears, and it's in loving memory of Larry Lafferty, whose name can be translated as Victory Rich Hero. You taught me to nestle Hangul in their frame, that beautiful script for Korean routine, in spite of the lilt in your quite Irish name. Your mother had come from that morning serene. You shared novel sounds that were easing your fears. A band of traditional Japanese strings, like echoes of victory, filling my ears, infused with the power of metal-clad wings. My mind wanders through a familiar breeze, with tales of rich heroes, both brave and so true, while now a few thousands of sakura trees are weeping their nebulous petals for you. But memories of how your sharp laughter unfurled still cut through the gloom of this everyday world. And that ended up working itself into a sonnet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I have one
Thank
more
you,
really
Martin.
short one. I've been
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
about my
go.
mother because her 89th birthday is coming up. And she's been having some issues, but this is from a trip about a year ago. It's called Time to Go. Her hair is now as white as snow. Her shoulder is hunched over more than before. I give her another hug, as I haven't been able to for almost 3 years. But soon she pulls away. It's time to go, for she has things to do, and I must catch my train. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin, and happy early birthday to your mom. And I'm sorry to hear they're not doing well, but we send them healing and positive vibes.
Yeah, thank you.
89, that's an incredible life. I mean,
Yeah,
9 decades. Wow.
thank you.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thank you all the artists that shared tonight. It's always lovely to hold this space and spend time together once a month. I'm gonna read one prose and then I'll read the Beanie Blessings, and then or before I read the Beanie Blessing, Danny will we'll make any announcements we have, and then I'll read the Beanie Blessing, and we will wrap up our night. This is a prose I wrote called B. They say I'm straight. They say I'm straight given I value traditions. They say I'm straight given I vote. They say I'm straight given I do not do drugs, smoke, vape, or drink alcohol. They say I'm straight given I do not wear war paint. They say I'm straight given I have no more fucks to brood about. They say I'm straight given I practice safe sex. They say I'm straight given that is what they want you to believe. They say I'm straight given labels are important. They say I'm straight given I know those trademarks do not define me, but do support. I do not say I'm straight given life can never be this way. I do not say I'm straight given I cannot with my I cannot given I do not say I'm straight given I cannot with my legs at ease. I do not say I'm straight given I do not feel it. I do not say I am straight given I do know what it means. That is what they say. I say I am blessed by rationality and sound-mindedness and do not know how to deflect. It, me, we, us, be. And that's a prose I wrote. Yeah. And thank you for letting me share that. And yeah. So Danny, thank you. So Danny's gonna just let us know, if there's anything going up Blended City, how you can connect with him. And then I'll read the Beanie Blessing, and we will end our evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us for tonight's Blended Cities Work of Art Wednesdays. I'm gonna post down in the chat our newsletter if you'd like to subscribe to us or follow us on Instagram, or contribute in any way you can if you'd like to donate or participate in any further opportunities. Even showing up is more than enough. So thank you all for joining us in this very special night. It's a very intimate night, and I really appreciate all of you for taking some time to just, be vulnerable and share some.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Danny, who's our amazing co-host and who performed such a beautiful monologue from Sweat. If you don't know the play Sweat by Lynn Nottage or her work, I highly recommend you check her out. She's one of the great American writers. Just not in general, but of this generation, certainly. She's a wonderful person, an artist. And thank you to everyone that shared space tonight and brought their creations and their vulnerability. And we love doing this once a month. And so thank you, Blended City, for having such a safe and supportive community for us and the continued work that you do. All right. So having said all that, I will read the Beanie Blessing and we will head into the evening. We close out our time together staring up the same sky, while the sun kisses down on your gentle face. The cotton candy clouds begin to swirl in the early evening. The crescent moon fades in as the constellations begin to dance throughout the night. We all look up the same sky. Thank you for blessing the sky so beneath our feet and our family with your presence and art. Thank you for taking the time to create. Thank you for sharing space. May you sneeze out poems in dreamland. May we always have beanies to keep us stylish and warm. This has been Work of Art Wednesdays with Blended City, hosted by me, Deadpan Lizzie the Beanie God, and Danny Gomez. On behalf of our community, we bid you adieu until next time. Beanie blessings. Night, friends. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Stay safe. Much love.
Good night,
Did you
all.
stop? Good night, Martin. Thank you. Always good to
night.
see you. Danny, you can stop the recording if you want.